really fucked with. You feel me? So I really don't have no in between. That was really my lead into fucking with rap. You feel me? Like heavy. It's fucking with Jay. Volume 2.
I feel like somehow.
Okay, everyone.
I feel like somehow Bad Boy might have took over that era because if I think about the time between when Biggie died and Jay became King, which I call Jay King probably a like blueprint for real. Mm-hmm. So that's a 3-year difference. In them 3 years, you had the Cash Money taking over for the 9-9. You had No Limit. Mm-hmm. You had Puffy and them still moving. Like he tried to push the Mace thing a little hard. And I don't remember shit else from that era. I mean, you had your classic artists that came out before Biggie still doing their thing, but I'm talking about like
you know why? Because I was a era heavily dominated by R&B.
Very much so.
And that's why you can't put your finger on a particular rapper. You feel that was a developmental time for rap.
I mean, you can though. You can say
I'm saying couldn't. We just didn't. He just said I can't, and I'm just saying support.
I know what you're about to say. Ooh. You about to say X?
Yep.
X did.
He came and he filled the
gap. He did have 2 platinum albums in 1 year.
He came and filled a whole gap real quick. Like right when Biggie died, it was like, yo, who's gonna be that like not that face, but who's gonna give us something to listen to besides like another deep New York nigga like Jay, whose his music was very big influenced.
For some reason,
X was fucking monumental.
Fucking great.
For some reason, in my mind, that shit, like that music links to early 2000s for me. And that's probably because his music was it's not because the year that he dropped 2 albums, it was his second and his third. It was 99, wasn't it?
I thought that shit was before Volume 2.
But it was his second and his third album.
Right before Volume 2.
All right,
so if it's his second and his third album, think about it like this. Yo did the Rough Riders joint, right? Then the second and the third album was in 99. So Yo did kind of
he took that little gap.
That time.
All right, so let me now with information currently given, to retract my statement. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z is definitely still the first like primary artist, you feel me? Volume 2, you feel me? But nigga was definitely, you feel me? Now I think about like Rough Riders and shit like that.
Swiss came
out. That was a whole other era in itself, you feel me?
Like, nah, they was both doing the same time.
You think so?
Yeah, Jay came a little bit before them, but the Rough Riders when the Rough Riders had their era, Jay was still having his.
Are you saying
I don't think Jay was on the King run yet, though.
Are you saying they had the same sound based off?
Nigga, they was doing shit together for real. Money, cash holes.
Yeah, but
X was the premier artist at the time. Like I think even that. Because he had 2 platinum albums in a year. But that don't mean he was the premier artist.
Nah, nigga, no. That he wasn't the premier artist at all. Nigga, if anything, they was even.
I don't think so. Yo, X got opportunities that niggas like X should have never got. That's how big he was. X was in movies.
He was in no point was X just bigger than Jay-Z. That's fucking asinine.
I think Romeo Must Die X was bigger than
Jay-Z. X just can act. Jay-Z can't act, and that's why he was in Romeo Must Die.
I don't think Jay-Z.
We had one line. I need a fucking haircut. That was
hold on, crazy. Hold on. I'm not gonna say Jay can't act.
And he was in Paper Soldiers.
State property when he was
Jay barely can perform. Why the fuck you think he can act? Because like nigga, I done seen Jay 3 times, and I swear he'd have stood on the same part of the stage the whole every show.
That don't mean he can't perform.
I'm not saying his performances are trash, but nigga, he can't act. That's why he just be standing there.
Man, I'm not acting when I'm performing.
Nigga, you be running the fuck around and all that shit.
I'm not acting right. To this
day, you already know what's coming, Cheatham.
Whoa.
What?
Okay.
But DMX was never clear ahead of Jay-Z at nothing for real.
I think
at that time,
they was definitely on the same kind of wave.
When It's Dark, Hell Is Hot came out, what's the name? Volume 2 had already came out. What's the shit? You know what I'm talking? The Annie shit. Once that Annie shit came out, Once Hard Knock Life came out, nigga, Jay-Z was on
that whole summer he was bumping Jay.
Hey yo, Jay was on another level from Hard Knock Life until then. Then niggas went back and was like, yo, you know what? Reasonable Doubt really was the best shit ever.
Niggas did go back.
Like nigga, he said all the time, like niggas, y'all slept on Reasonable Doubt. And then, but when Hard Knock Life came out, Jay-Z went. Phew.
But when this dropped,
hold up.
Yeah, that was the shit, yo. Big Pimpin' came around, all this shit and shit too.
I looked up the factuals, the actual factuals. Hard Knock Life came out October 27, 1998. It's Dark and Hell is Hot dropped May
of 98, right?
Of 98.
I thought it was 98 because I remember hearing it on my birthday.
So that means they both came out the same year.
On my birthday.
All right, they both came out the same year, and then Hard Knock Life is one of Jay's biggest songs ever.
I give you that. And Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin' was on the next album,
and that song made UGK mainstream. So I give you that.
The Big Pimpin' was on the next song. That was like 2000. That was on Volume 3.
Oh shit, it was.
Yeah, it was on Volume 3.
Damn. All right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, yo, I can remember not liking Jay too much. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I can remember when the whole Jay and Nas beef was going on. Niggas like was thinking I was crazy for thinking Nas was better than Jay. You feel me? That was around 2002, 2001, and Jay was like, that was like even.
I think it's a lot of
people
that felt like
came out 2002.
I think it's a lot of people that felt like you know. That's why I say I like. In my memory, like I say, in my mind's eye, my memory, I feel like X was the bigger artist at the time. Because I remember a lot of people, even after Hard Knock Life, didn't like Jay that much.
Nah, yo. Everybody liked Jay. I just ain't never been with the crowd.
I feel like everybody liked Jay. Because my brother was a big Jay fan. And I feel like everybody liked Jay after Blueprint came out.
Niggas was saying Nas didn't have a fucking chance.
No, niggas didn't say. Who was saying that shit?
Hey, niggas like my brother, because my brother was always a big Jay fan.
When I was in high school, yo, I felt like that Jay, like niggas felt like Jay didn't make one whack song in his life, and that's why I stopped. I kind of was like, niggas be tripping about that because me and him had a whole episode about Kingdom Come.
That album.
I think it's one of the best joints.
I don't want to say that though.
When you say one of the best joints, in the top what of Jay-Z albums?
Probably 6.
And that's not one of the best.
All right, but it's only whack when you compare it to other Jay-Z albums.
I think what's the name was better than that, but you don't.
What?
I think Magna Carta was better than Kingdom Come.
I think Magna Carta was pure doo-doo, and I think Kingdom Come was outrageously tough.
Fuck up the world.
I think Magna Carta was better than Kingdom Come.
Hey, yo, we was listening to Kingdom Come on the way up here one time. You admit it was like
I gave you like 4 songs when I said it.
Not all that great, bro.
Oh my god, Dig a Hole was hard, but go ahead.
I gave him Beachhead, Dig a Hole. Which one?
Well, you compared the fucking Beanie
Minority Report.
Minority Report was so hard.
Oh, shit, yo. I forgot about it. Was Minority Report, Beach Chair, Dig a Hole, and I think it was Lost One.
Hey, yo, 30's the new
got. That was hard.
Show me what you got was cool.
Show me what you got was hard because it just blew.
30's the new 20 was good.
Show me what you got was hard because it just blew.
Wasn't step aside the boom. Superman is alive. I will be king of New York. That was on that. Yo, it was a bunch of niggas hated on that shit. That shit was a good album. Yo, niggas was tripping. But, and I wasn't even. I ain't.
You ain't like Magna Carta, Holy Grail.
I didn't like.
I didn't like 2 songs on that shit.
The commercial alone.
The rest of it I thought was fire.
The commercial alone for that shit. When I was watching the finals, and it was like Jay-Z's new album. I was like, "What is this?"
I ain't like nothing Jay-Z did in between American Gangster and 444.
Oh my god!
I ain't like none of that shit.
I ain't like American Gangster.
Oh my god, American Gangster!
You didn't like? That's like the third best album.
That's like the third best one.
Yeah.
Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, American Gangster.
I'm not gonna
Black Album, and then whatever else you want to fill in between because I don't really care.
I give you that. I just personally, if you're not
so tall and lanky, the whole body and length it should thank me. Nick, my seat should thank me.
Kingdom Come probably better than Volume 1 and 3. Volume 2 is like, maybe not. But
no, I think it's better than Volume 2 too. I got
Volume 2 all the songs on it. That whole album was on the radio at one point in time.
All the Blueprint was too, but I think that if I was just to throw out Jay-Z top 3, it would be Blueprint, American Gangsta, and Reasonable Doubt. And 4 would be 444 to me.
444 is fucking amazing.
Lyrically,
I don't go back and listen to that
fucking
album, bro.
Hey yo,
That's like a good sum up of Jay, bro.
It's Reasonable Doubt or Blueprint. Put whatever which one of them at one you want to.
Yeah,
you feel me?
It's not.
It's
like,
Reasonable Doubt.
444 made me go back and listen to American Gangsta.
Like I can understand if you don't, but I feel like it is. The Blueprint was the best one. After the Blueprint is Reasonable Doubt. At the Reasonable Doubt, American Gangster. At the American Gangster, Kingdom Come.
What? 4? Number 4?
Then where's
Kingdom Come is like 7 on my list.
Kingdom Come better than Volume 2?
Yeah. No, I'm not. Kingdom Come was fucking amazing. Not Kingdom Come. I'm not thinking Kingdom Come. I meant number 4 Black Album. Then it's just we was already talking.
Okay. Oh my god.
No, I'm tripping. I see why y'all reacted like that. I see why y'all reacted.
Are you serious?
I hadn't said because the Black Album was amazing. You know what I'm saying? The Black Album might have been better. The Black Album and American Gangster is like interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? Then you can start putting it.
You know, American Gangster did a little bit hard for me because it was like a hard ass album, like completely like centered around that American Gangster thing.
Yeah.
So like the creativity gave it a little bump up.
Yet he could base it off of his own life when he did it. If you never saw the movie, but you listen to Jay-Z albums,
that's
like
real.
this shit. If I grew up to be a such and such, my nephews would have been the same.
That's why he did it. That's what he said. He watched the premiere of the joint, and he said it was a certain part where his nephew was talking about like, yeah, he didn't want to play baseball, he wanted to do what he did, and he said that was what made him want to be a part of the whole shit a little bit more. Like, damn, I should do my shit off this.
It was amazing though. He didn't face any issues naming it because that wasn't like an official soundtrack. No. He didn't get any like.
I think at that time,
gave them niggas a couple
I think at that time it's Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z's career is like
it's gonna support the movie,
right? It's gonna make it bigger because people gonna want to hear the soundtrack.
So,
And when you watch the movie, it's not even no music from Jay-Z is in that movie. So it makes you watch.
Short story. We're gonna get off from American Gangster. I know it came out. Went to go see it with a couple of my good brothers. Brother Cheetah being one of them. Nigga, what in that bitch? Yo, we high as shit. I got some nachos and a fucking icy. By the time the movie came on, bro, I was knocked the fuck out, and I snored the whole time, yo.
Hey, yo, I don't even remember that, yo. Smoking, and hey, yo, my life, yo, the way my life worked, I be feeling like portions of my life or portions of my memories just disappear.
Yo, I remember everything.
I feel like that until I start smoking. I feel like I remember more shit when I'm smoking than I do when I don't.
You got a smoker mind, and you got a smoker memory, and you got a sober memory.
But my smoking memory be remembering shit from before I smoked that I wouldn't remember normally.
It's the same reason, like it's the same concept as like say something traumatic happened to you, and then you was at like a fucking bakery, and you seen somebody get killed. When you smell bread, you're gonna be like, damn, that reminds me of that day I seen
what I'm saying though is I remember shit better when I'm smoking from before when I smoked. Like once I started smoking, I remember my house on Old York. Like I feel like I remember that shit perfectly right now. And it seemed like I couldn't remember that shit at all before.
I don't know. I just know that you got a high memory and you got
high memory.
Yo, you know memories don't go nowhere. I shit like a fucking a file cabinet for real. It's just
you got a trigger.
Yeah, you got to open up them files.
Repressings and suppressed memories will always be triggered by the smallest things,
like smells and
instantly
like
smells.
You know,
music is what. Like music does it for me. Like music, I can hear music.
I know a place.
Yeah, like, it's like
when I hear music, I can hear when I can like see when I first heard it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I was in the car right there.
If I hear a Young Jock first album song,
man,
I automatically become sitting in my Chevy Blazer I had. You feel me?
Every time I hear It's Dark and Hell is Hot, I feel like I'm in the alley in Richwood Avenue.
Every time I hear Wu-Tang's first, I like
that's my shit.
Not even Wu-Tang, the Purple Tape. Anytime I hear the Purple Tape, I can instantly go back to when I was 5 and my father gave it to me. Like, this is yours. Damn.
Every time I hear
About to be lit.
Right. What was the first
Fresh vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe? I think about my grandmother's house on my other grandmother's house on Cold Spring.
Look, when that was out, we moved around so much. I can think of three different places that like why that shit was on the radio. That I remember that you dig what I'm saying. Like, but what was the first tape y'all ever
high
had?
memory?
The Purple Tape. I was 5 years old, bro.
The first tape I ever had, I got two at the same time for real. I got Janet Jackson. What's the one where she had the leather shit on?
Not Velvet.
Nasty.
It might have been
Rhythm Nation.
Rhythm Nation. I had Janet Jackson.
The hat and shit.
Yeah, I had the Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation joint, and I had Method Man to Cal.
Method Man to Cal.
Yeah.
That was one of my first CDs. The first tape I ever had, which I wasn't allowed to listen to. My uncle got it for me. I can only listen to it with my father. Is the Naughty by Nature tape that had OPP on it.
My mother used to break my Bone Thug CDs. Like, my father found out that I was like fucking with everything that he was listening to. So I came in the house with a fresh ass Bone Thugs East 1999. It was the one with Resurrection on it. It was like right before they stopped making music together. My mother was like, "What you listening to?" Cracked it. I came home, that shit is sitting on my bed. Cracked.
My mother confiscated all my cool shit. My uncle used to get me like little toy guns and shit that I ain't never played with ever because she threw them up on top of the joint. I ain't never get them. Used to take my music all the time. The first shit I got away with music wise was the Marshall Mathers LP.
That's my
around my mother. I had the Marshall Mathers LP CD.
No. Nigga,
and my mother let me have that shit.
Nigga, mine's was Tikal.
You know, let you get away with Tikal?
Yeah.
I was hiding shit back then. I had to play shit with moms was at work.
It was this I think it was like a skit on that bitch for real. My mother used to get mad every time she used to hear it for real. It used to be like, yo, mama don't wear no drawers. I saw when she took them off, standing at the welfare line, eating swine, trying to look fine. With a big behind. I used to be in my room live as a bitch. Like, yeah, this that hard shit. Like, she used to be mad as
Marshall Mathers LP. I definitely put that in my CD player.
I used to hide.
Play that out.
This is turning into a conversation we had a couple shows ago.
We used to have the hide music conversation.
Yo,
so I used to hide music like that shit was porn, nigga.
We just seen the Marshall like a couple weeks ago, and then we just went through like the whole Marshall Mathers shit. Like,
well, shit, y'all remember how niggas had to rig the VCRs and shit like that?
Damn, yo, you talking about when Tony had to fix the shit that time?
No, I'm talking about like how, like, say, oh damn, this shit on the radio. I'm gonna wait till this shit come back on the radio. I'm gonna put this tissue on top of this tape and record over it for real. But you used to could do it to the VHSs with the videos.
Yeah, but the tape on top of 2 holes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I used to buy and record porn.
But don't fuck around with that and record over your mother's soaps.
I used to get so much. I said it in the song.
I'm sorry.
Look, I said it in the song one time for real. I used to take Wu-Tang and Bone Thugs over Lulu Church tapes. Put a little tissue on the top and it'll work straight.
Yeah. I used to record over my mother. What's names by mistake, on purpose by mistake sometimes over her soaps and shit.
Man, I taped over
Lulu's. An
Lulu's.
episode of Raw on that motherfucker.
I taped over Lulu's.
It's more like it now. If like sing the phone round tape, one chick get down before I start talking to the tape. Porn.
Big booty bitches
I want to tape.
Not doing that shit.
It look like he's a bitch, yo. Like, to take this shit.
Hey, yo, I don't know not one nigga that ever went and bought a porn before, for real. Like,
Never.
I think porns was like meant to be stolen. Are we just gonna leave this right here?
A nigga would walk right down that feminine cat aisle in the supermarket before they walk into a porn store, yo. You know what's happening? You get to porn. Nah, I'm good.
I'm out.
Even that big fat dude that's sitting behind the register for real, he ain't even judging you for real, but you're just looking like, I don't want this nigga to know I'm like him. Like, fuck him.
Yo, you ever go in the like the little sex store before?
Nah.
I've been on the phone shop on Baltimore Street where what was that? What food store was that? It was a food store, and then on the other side of the wall, it was just like toys because you on Baltimore Street.
Yo. Didn't I know? I don't know what store that is.
Y'all niggas was pricing strap-ons and
I went in with my ex.
That shit.
I with my exes. We went to.
I went and got
lunch
some body whipped cream one time. You feel me? That was fun.
I went in that bitch trying to get some food as a kid working down Youth Works. I used to work at the Housing Authority. I was about to say HBCU.
Yo.
The Housing Authority shit, nigga. Baltimore Street is not a place to have kids, yo. Like they had Youth Works in that building, then we just go out to get lunch on Baltimore Street, and we like, damn, block right there.
Yo, that nigga cheating. Yeah, I know that's crazy, yo. When niggas at the show the other week, yo. I don't know if anybody ever. I don't want to disclose the location, but yo, niggas went upstairs, yo, and there was a fucking rooms of fucking dicks all over the wall, like drawn dicks all over the wall.
It
that
was
shit
like
was uncomfortable. You feel me?
It was like the nigga from Superbad had been in that bitch. We went in the room and stood in that bitch in horror for like
it's my brothers like right in the room. Niggas started to get comfortable like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So we go in the other room, same thing. You feel me? Like that shit is wicked.
Yeah.
So please that you know what you are, please put some paint on the walls.
They like that shit, fam. That's why they got
on the sun. They have shit to do.
Paint on the wall.
Drawn on, hand drawn.
Hey, like
not like
yo,
easels and like.
No.
Hey, yo, there's no corner of that room where your eye can handle. Like you're not gonna.
It was something like that.
Super bad.
It was super bad.
When he had the dick drawing like fetish or some shit, like he couldn't stop drawing.
Hey yo, and then and the way exactly how he explained it, like I was just draw dicks, any type of dicks. And one day I was drawing this big triumphant motherfucker for real. Remember he said he got caught, but it was dicks with guns in their hands. It's like this is what's in here. Dick art. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like any old penis drawings. Yo. These were like
they have faces and names.
Hey yo, they were like cartoons.
Oh, that's Marlon.
Shout out to Damon Blue. Come hit the weed, yeah.
Hey yo.
Hey yo. I never seen nothing like it in my life, yo. It really like shocked me. Like, what the fuck? Like, nah, we can't smoke in here. How we get ready for the show in here? Like, that shit was crazy.
Man,
hey yo, that shit was crazy.
Sickening.
But hey yo, why can't we disclose the name of that? Niggas probably already know what it is.
Cause hey yo, that was a secret room, yo.
Hey, yo, that shit was like a trap door. Hey yo, nigga,
I'm playing the 50 on how I feel about wanting to know the name. Cause one part of me wants to be warned, and the other part of me just don't want to know.
Like, why ain't you gonna say it, bro?
Place that people frequent.
If we show hip hop shows that,
yeah,
it's just in the little.
Say less. I already know what you talking about.
What?
I already know.
No.
Whittington.
No.
No?
Not.
Okay. Woo! I was gonna say, please don't.
Like,
because that's like the same home, yo. Like, shout out to Orion, yo. That is not there. Shout out to Orion.
No. It's around the corner.
From here?
See, we can say that it's around the corner.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Obi?
Yeah.
Y'all used to listen to the Obi Trice album?
Yes.
Why would the fuck would we be listening to Obi Trice?
Well, man,
Got some
You don't name no gimmicks?
I didn't listen to it.
Right. But you got the reference.
Obi Trice, bro.
Yeah. You got the reference.
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool. It's the Obi.
Yes.
That's funny as shit.
Well, yeah, that shit was fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, fuck it.
I don't know nobody else knows.
Don't say it.
Right.
At this point, I was fucking say it. God, don't say it.
On another note, though, I took Jada to. Jada had like a little picnic at her school, so I went to Chipotle and got her something to eat for her. Brought it up there, and I had to go sign in. And as I'm signing in, the dude like, "Hey, I watched this podcast, and you kind of look like the guy that's on it." I was like, "What would be the name of that?" Yo was talking about our shit. It's like, what the fuck?
That's like a motherfucker.
I was like, damn, niggas doing something right.
Shout
out.
You feel me?
I was like, damn.
Shout out to all our listeners all across the globe.
Definitely New Zealand.
New Zealand niggas.
Shout out to the
Speaking of New Zealand niggas.
International swag.
Is he New Zealand or Australia? I don't know, but I know he's not.
It's really close.
Israel Adesanya, yo.
What about him?
I was looking at, again, they had like a little clip in the Facebook videos of his fight with Derek Brunson.
Yes, I seen. That's the dark skinned gentleman.
Yeah. Yo, he really is like awesomely skilled as a fighter, yo. Stylebender. Like he's awesomely skilled as a fighter, yo.
What's his last name?
Like when he got away from him,
Adesanya.
Yes.
he got away from him and came back with that knee, then was like, boom. Oh, you're dizzy. Take these. Boom, boom, boom. Knee again. I'm like, oh my.
Yo was like that nigga from Street Fighter with them long ass arms.
That was him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell niggas some shit I recently realized like the last week of watching full contact events. Yo, punching a motherfucker in the top of their head is just fucking crucial.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, man, I even know karate, and that's not a first go-to move for me, yo. Like, I've been looking like, yo, niggas really be out fucked up when you punch them in the top of their fucking head.
That soft spot used to be.
Yo, I better never find a short nigga. You know what I'm like?
When you think about it, it make all the sense in the world. On your head,
that's not the top. That's a whole body.
It probably sent a shiver down your spine and all that shit for real. Like,
yo, that's wow.
And that's exactly
why
they telling you. That's exactly why they telling you not to tackle the way that we always tackle.
But you got a helmet on.
Yeah, but it's still yo. Big head, not big head.
You're never supposed to have your head down anyway. They never told us tackle like that.
I know we do it. I mean, a lot of us did it. Yeah. I know you probably didn't do it with your professional.
It's a fucking instinct though. Like
professional pedigree. You probably don't make tackles with your head down, but that's most of the reason why they telling us to stop for real. Like that's where that CTE and all that shit come from, but that's where the soft spot used to be. To this day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell me the first CTE stands for.
Cerebral.
And first you can tell you to call it the thug and everything.
That's what I said. It was like I don't know what the young Jeezy has to do with this. I'm like, yo, CTE. It's even gonna be corporate thug and entertainment or nigga carpal tunnel. I don't know what CTE stand for, but regardless, it stands for I done took too many hits to the head, so shit ain't right with me no more. And
somebody look that shit up.
Chronic traumatic
endoplasmic reticulum.
Insomnia. I don't know. Try to
let me see. You know, I'm good with the words and whatnot. Chronic traumatic.
Oh, niggas want to
encephalopathy.
Yeah, I see my stuff too.
Encephalopathy. That's the word.
That.
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
I know. Let's word up, and then we need to get the actual breakdown of the words so we can put.
Yeah, I bet you I'm close. Bet you I'm close. It's encephalopathy. I gotta look at the word again.
Fuck, yo. This is the worst breakdown I ever seen of a word, my nigga.
It's encephalopathy. I was off. It's encephalopathy.
Yeah, I was close. Don't know to read this breakdown.
Encephalopathy.
That's all kind of upside down letters.
You know that shit is just like the accentuation of word. Who that is?
That was just you feel me? Insert paper let us know that he was walking around. All right, yeah.
Okay.
He already came back.
All right, cool. Oh, well, let me fire it up. restart this here body then.
I crushed my foot.
In any event,
damn, that was
CTE.
Niggas was just shook as a bitch for real.
CTE with
that was crazy.
With the head shit, that ain't nothing to play with. So yeah, if you fighting somebody
If you
smaller,
push a nigga in the top of the head, you probably gonna give him exactly that.
Nah, because the root word is chronic. You gotta punch him in the head a bunch of times for him to get CTE. I be thinking,
go ahead, flex. You'll be like,
I don't know, bro.
Trey looked at you like he wanted to be like, you gotta punch him in the head a bunch of times. I'm gonna hit this nigga once. It's gonna be chronic forever. Dr. Dre.
I don't know, bro. I feel like a lot of niggas be having that shit and don't realize they got it.
I think niggas will fall down the steps too much and got that shit and don't know they got it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, because they come from getting too many concussions. So
That-
if you was an active kid, I mean,
Most people don't know.
I wouldn't say I would. You dig what I'm saying?
But you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't
until
know
you
at
passed
all.
away.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't know until later on when it started bothering me.
Not even that. They really will not. You
Hey,
really
yo,
won't
you
know
can't
if you
get
have.
Hey yo,
tested.
hot
Shit,
niggas
yeah,
used to hit
yeah.
football and lacrosse show, and then not to mention
Yeah.
fighting and shit like that. Like
That's why I stopped
Yeah,
playing
that
lacrosse.
me,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Look,
I
me and the nigga DJ was just talking like DJ, like yo, I know I've had some concussions. You dig what I'm saying? And not knowing it because when he said he was talking about when he went to college and he had to take the concussion protocol joint like 3-4 times, and he said he felt normal. So like. You know, like that shit just hard to diagnose.
What you doing?
Oh, he cool, man. Yo, a teacher, you do some bunch of slick shit for real. Yeah, DJ, good dude for real. He be playing the game with niggas.
DJ, that's what's up. Shout out to DJ.
Yeah,
But,
DJ, go DJ. That's my DJ.
I done had worse, like,
Put that
I
shit
feel like
on.
head contact or trauma playing basketball than football. Them bleachers at Greater Grace, I done hit my head on them bitches a bunch of times and saw more lights than was actually up there. Like,
Shit like that too, for real.
like that shit happened.
What about Grace?
A school that's on Moravia Park Drive. Is it down Moravia? Make that left.
Hey yo, I just know niggas. I done hit my head a bunch of times for real. Not to
private
mention
school?
sports and
It's
fighting
a
and shit
big
like
school.
that.
It's a big school in the Christian athletic joint. It's like they're a big school in general.
Shout out to all the private school kids out here.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck you.
Me too, guy. I
You mad?
had no choice.
This nigga Lou.
If I had a choice, I'd still do it. God damn it. That's right. I said I'll
Lou
still
had
do it.
11 people in his class.
Yo, motherfucker, you right. Motherfuckers get put out. I'm happy I survived. They just put motherfuckers out of there. They like, yo, you can go, but if you fuck up too much, you're not gonna have a diploma from here.
Can't do that.
Like, you're not gonna graduate. Like,
Yeah, when they got the high school status, I'm glad my peoples gave me the option because
I had no choice.
I was gonna waste some money if I had stayed in private school. When it came to high school, nah, I was fucking up.
I got put out of free school, so I had no choice.
That's deep.
Like, I had no choice.
That's deep.
It was like, yo,
So what?
I got in a fight with somebody that I'm actually cool with and was cool with at the time, but everybody started fighting in the what's name, and they blamed because I was to blame for the fight. They blamed me for the situation that caused across the whole lunchroom. So, and it was
Exciting to ride.
yeah,
They tried to hit me with that shit one time. I had made a mistake and pushed the teacher down.
niggas was cool though, yo.
Y'all
Like,
be doing some live ass shit for real.
that wasn't live, yo. It wasn't even one fight.
Niggas being suit ties, acting like that.
Nigga, no, I wasn't him.
I make a mistake.
That's
That's
how I
how
got-
touched on the steps, bro.
You made a mistake and pushed the rut down the. Yo,
I was
sound like my
expecting
niece.
niggas ain't really hear that, but Trey caught that. So in fifth grade,
Yeah, goddamn.
yeah, at the Y is a vending machine, so they used to let us get snacks and shit if we had money. So my grandmother gave me like a good $3-4. I get to buying shit. I bought a soda. Administrator tried to take it. We was having to be by the steps, so I pushed him and he fell down the steps.
Yo,
They was like, "Oh yeah, you got to go. We don't
That's
care
not-
who your grandmother is,
Yeah.
who your people is. You gotta go." Like,
see, you didn't mistakenly push the teacher down the steps.
no, I pushed him.
You pushed the teacher who mistakenly fell
Fell
down the steps. All right, see,
But if you look at it, like for real,
you made it sound like you was innocent, nigga.
I mean, if you look at it, like No, I wasn't innocent, but I'm just saying, like,
if you would have died, you would have got like second degree, man.
Manslaughter.
Shit was deep. Like, niggas, by the time I was in the suit and tie, I was chilling. By the time I was in the shirt and tie, so I was at Mount Zion, I was chilling. I was trying to play sports and work the drive.
This nigga Lou showed me his class picture for real. It looked like it was like the class picture, like, you know, like all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? It was like 11 people. Damn, a nigga went absent and fuck up everything. You can't even do nothing. You can't do no group projects.
Nope. The school is the basketball team. And we're coming to play basketball.
What's the name? For the most part, by the time we got to high school, because everybody, the school was a blessing for us. As I'm older, I can look back at it and say that school was a blessing. But I see what they was doing because the class was big as shit when I first got there. No, they was getting rid of niggas.
They wanted that teacher to student ratio, nigga. You can't be mad at that.
The teacher to student ratio, cool, but if you was fucking up to the point where they let you fuck up a couple times, they get rid of you. My homeboy from my neighborhood went to that school, and his grandmother was like a staple in that church, and they got rid of that nigga.
I'm gonna say they got rid of me. My grandmother was a staple for my school. It was like no matter how
y'all
much
niggas was walking on eggshells in school.
Yo, it was deep, bro. It was deep, yo. Like, cause when your peoples is all, my grandmother ran the school store. My older sister went to that school, so it was like a not a tradition, but it was some type of reputation that my family had at this elementary school that I went to. It was like, damn, like
I don't know.
I got away with shit. I just wasn't live. Like, I wasn't live at all in high school, but I got away. I couldn't
get away with shit until I got to high school.
I was scrapping and I get put out because I was on the basketball team and I was on the football team, and my coach used to look out for me. Shout out to Coach Floyd. He used to, anytime I was in trouble, it was like, yo, come through.
Well, speaking of getting away with shit, you think Golden State gonna get away about lying about
this nigga out there?
They're like, now it's an Achilles. They're like, no, nigga, it's been Achilles the whole fucking time, nigga. Fuck you, me. Like they was like, they said no, it's his calf, and then that shit looked like Achilles to me.
Hey, shout out to the Raptors. Y'all still gonna hold it down. It might not be in the 5, but it was very close. It was very close. Ooh, that was very close.
Hey, yo, they better give him some money for real. Yo went out there and got hurt worse.
It don't matter where yo go. Yo can have his torso torn like sagging from Street Fighter. Every team in the NBA gonna get that nigga the max next year, so it don't matter.
You think so?
Nigga, yes.
That might dip into a shoes a little bit coming off an injury. Like,
bruh,
right off the
that's
injury.
Kevin.
Listen, I'm glad we got to this. Yo, watch that?
I don't like yo. I watch it sometimes, but I don't like yo.
Yo, you gotta look up his last segment he did about Kevin Durant and the injury. You feel me? Yo, that shit. Yo, can you try to pull it up? Cause like, yo,
okay, the white dude.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. Yo, that shit, yo, was like fire, yo. You feel me? When I said it was fire, why you like him?
Cause he loyal to Donald Trump for me.
I get exactly what you're saying. For real.
Like I don't know how to really explain it, but certain things that he say, it make my skin itch.
Yeah, I get it. I know exactly what you mean.
Like hey, white man, I wouldn't touch him anymore.
Skip, I honestly don't have no problem with Skip. I feel like
me feel weird, yo.
I feel like Skip is biased to his fans. I mean, the people he a fan of.
Yeah,
but other than that, he really be unbiased and shit for real. Like he really, I like Skip.
That nigga Kawhi forced his way out the Spurs.
But he called him number 2.
Fucking denying this nigga's existence since.
But Stephen A works my motherfucking last nerve. I can't stand Stephen A. It's like I just feel like
Stephen A rubbing off on Max Kellerman because Max Kellerman said some super basic shit the other day and Stephen A called him and I'm like, yo, nigga, you got caught by Stephen A saying some basic dumb shit.
I don't like Max Kellerman. Niggas know Max Kellerman is just there for the boxing talk.
All right,
that's pretty much about it.
So let's talk about the injury. MRI. They think it's an Achilles tear. So this is going to be the blame game. This is the way social media works. It's the pile-on culture. It's just going to be blame everybody today. So let me start with this. KD wanted to play. I was told this morning by a source in the Bay Area that KD had tuned out people that told him don't play. There's plenty of people in KD's circle within the Warriors and outside of the Warriors that had told KD, dude, you could re-injure this thing. KD heard what he wanted to hear, and we've all done that. You know, folks, it's part of the alpha male of Americans. American workers take fewer vacation days than the rest of the world. We go to work sick more than the rest of the world, and KD wanted to play. I also texted a pro athlete last night, and he said to me, a friend of mine said, listen, man, when you are sitting out during a championship game, you feel completely detached. You don't feel like you're part of the team. We're not China dolls here, man. We're men. We're alphas. We got $150 million net worth. We want to play. We want to be part of the group. We want to be guys. And that's part of what makes pro athletes. The obstacles they overcome, the guts, the moxie, the mettle. KD wanted to play. Secondly, everybody plays hurt. Boogie's hurt. Did you watch Kayvon Looney last night? What if he re-injured his chest? Would you want to sue the Warriors then? What if Boogie's muscle popped out of his skin last night? Klay Thompson popped a hammy. You don't think he could have re-popped a hammy? I mean, everybody in this series is hurt. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, until that 2-minute burst, was shot. He was literally a boxer running from punches. He didn't want any part of the game. The other thing is the Warrior doctors cannot predict an Achilles tear. Okay, and then finally, he wasn't limping around. Durant looked great. In fact, my argument, I was watching him early, and I'm like, dude, slow it down. Ease yourself into the game. He had 12 points in 11 minutes. So Kevin Durant was chomping at the bit. Get me out there. Give me the ball. Want to score. And listen, when you get injured, I've been injured 3 or 4 times in my life. I'm not a pro athlete, but I work out every day. Every single time I've been injured, I come back early. Why? Because I'm a guy and I'm stupid and I want to do stuff and I want to ski. I want to lift weights. I want to run. I want to go to the beach and play volleyball. I come back early every time.
Those 11 minutes long.
The doctors are like, well, you're not going to make a calf strain worse than the calf strain. Okay. There was honesty. There was transparency. Everybody knew there was a risk. It stinks. It's lousy. And it happens. By the way, Durant's been hurt before. He's a 7-foot body that was not 100%, came back early with an incredible another thing. And this, I've seen this my entire life. The last time this country felt like we were all on the same team.
This is where I'm at right
Just $700 million, which it will when it's all done for going over the salary cap. Good guy. Help create the dynasty. You'll get at least one more title with him. And here's another thing. And this, I've seen this my entire life. The last time this country felt like we were all on the same team. Not Democrats, not Republicans, not red, not blue. When was it? Remember, think about this for a second. When's the last time America was on the same team? Didn't last long, but we were. Crisis. George Bush, arm around a fireman.
Facts.
Remember that? Crisis brings people together.
That should get I like what you say right here.
He feels like family. He needs help. You don't bail on family members. It's weird about crisis. Crisis brings enemies together, politics together, Americans together, countries together, people together, teams together, stars together, free agents together. This is a crisis. Kevin Durant needs love. He needs help. Do you see Steph and Iggy taking him into the locker room? Kevin Durant to me always felt like a little bit like a hired gun. He was almost like an independent contractor.
Right.
We're signing Kevin Durant. He's going to come on, make a bunch of baskets. We're winning, and then he's going to leave. He doesn't feel like that today. He feels like family. Kevin Durant today is family. You don't bail on family. You ask him to opt out, let us sign you to a 5-year deal. You've been taking pay cuts for years. You need us. For the first time in this relationship, you need us. We needed you. Today, Kevin, you need us a little bit. You gave us a bunch of deals. You took us to another level. I know in the moment, this seems awful. I get it. But it's weird how crisis works. And it brings people together and teams together and families together. I'm sure there's people listening. You've had estranged members of your family And a brother doesn't talk to a sister, doesn't talk to a cousin, and somebody dies. The patriarch, the mom passes away in the family.
But yeah,
And for at least a while, it brings everything
I
together.
think.
And Stephanie,
how do y'all feel about what he just said? I don't want to throw my take out there first because I may be the contrarian on the point.
I mean, that's the thing. You feel me? Because I don't follow the numbers like that, but I had conversations with people that do. You know what I'm saying? So what I've gathered over the last couple of weeks is that you feel me? Financially, the best opportunity is to stay in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Your perspective was, you feel me? Opt out your deal. We're going to re-sign you for 5 years. And you're probably going to get the last big deal of your career. You feel me? So it's like, stay where you at. You feel me? And keep on winning there. Why not? Like, niggas always ride you for going there in the first place.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now, like, especially if they lose this series, it's like, damn. You know, you got to come back with your team and get it. That's what you didn't do with the Thunder. You feel me? With the Thunder, you feel me? You didn't come back with your team and went back and try to overcome it. All right, so this time do that. Get healthy, come back with your squad, and fucking make it happen.
Cheat.
And see how many more rings y'all can get.
I felt him. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I dig what he's saying. I don't know. At the end of the day, yo, I ain't never liked the move that Kevin Durant made so far, for real. Like, I think he an amazing basketball player, but this nigga be doing some weird shit sometimes. So I really don't know what I think he's gonna do. He might stay. That would be the admirable thing to do. But at the end of the day, who the fuck cares? This is a business. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how he been carrying it. So why would he change now?
And I think we kind of agree on that, because I think Colin Cowherd is underestimating the level of, for lack of better terms at the time, because I'm high, the level of bitch assness that he will show. I think he's underestimating it. I think that he thinks that this nigga cares about that crisis bullshit that he talking about. I think that Kevin Durant understands that if he goes to New York, no matter how much money they can give him in basketball money, he goes to New York, he can make money because of that market being bigger. Also, just what do you mean, though?
Yeah, because that's because that nigga cannot be the first and shit till I fucking start brushing his goddamn head.
Oh my god,
that's a fact.
Ding!
Hey, yo,
that's a fact, yo.
Honestly, it's too late for him brushing his hair. He got bald spots at the top of that shit, for real. Like, he might need to start thinking about alternative sources like hats.
I think you're better than
Headbands.
Some of the greatest basketball players ever to grace the court have been bald, Joe.
Hey, yo, cape out.
I don't know slick ball.
All of the
had a knot in the back.
Yo, don't nobody look like a slick ball head nigga till they become a ball head nigga. That's what Cheatham told me.
Could you see Michael Jordan with hair?
I have seen Michael Jordan with hair.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, after he cut it, like,
I've seen it before.
could you see him growing his shit back?
No, because it don't
because
grow back.
it never comes back.
But Jadakiss did,
And Rick Ross did it.
Rick Ross was getting haircuts off and on, for real. Like, Jadakiss really just ain't he always had a bald head.
But Jadakiss never. You never seen Jadakiss hairline, so you never know if Jadakiss had the potential, whether he just wanted to be.
But we never seen Ross's hairline.
Nah, he was getting haircuts off and on, for real. Like, he switched it
when
up.
Port of Miami first came out.
Nah, he was bald headed, but he
all the way up until recent, probably like 2 years ago.
But he one of them niggas that, like, yo, I don't know what it is, yo. Like, niggas that got the full beards and hairline come all the way down here, for real. They be wanting that shit like a skinny little chin strap. like, yo, why you got all this
God
shit?
bless you.
Like, fucking
this lion's mane and your bitch ass coming here.
Yeah, cut all this shit off.
Yeah, making me do all this work.
Yo, I had a customer that really used to come in and be like, yeah, yo, cut everything off except my eyebrows.
Straight like that. Why you want the rapist face?
Yo got like hair, like yo had braids and whipping bitches for real. Yo just be like, yo, cut everything off except my eyebrows. I'm like, damn.
This nigga is either a swimmer or a hitman.
Jamie Foxx one of them interchangeable ass hairdo ass niggas.
Who?
Jamie Foxx.
That's
Oh,
because
yeah.
Jamie Foxx be getting his shit airbrushed on before events and
Yeah,
shit.
Jamie Foxx be doing the
Yo barber use a stencil with his
He lays his hairline down.
But shit, yo. Like, great basketball players been bald, Joe. You just gotta let it go.
Nah, they used to embrace they bald though. They ain't just go completely bald. Nigga, Clyde Drexler was like, nigga, yo had the George Jefferson.
Yeah, yo had
jumping out the gym.
we'll give him call that shit. He had the drop top with the 10 on the side. He had the drop top with the 10 on the side. Oh,
Jumping out the motherfucking gym.
but
Bald as a bitch.
nah, but like Jordan, Reggie Miller, Barkley.
Reggie Miller was just getting the water against the grain for a long time.
Yeah, I've seen Reggie Miller with fade.
The majority of the time, for real.
But when it came time to go bald,
Jason Kidd, another one of them.
he was bald.
Had a fade.
Yeah, Jason
Ball.
Went bald. You know what I mean? Niggas let it go at sometimes.
Derek
I think
Fisher.
Kevin Durant might just need to let it go, yo.
I want Stephen A. Smith to cut his.
Stephen A. Smith is never going to do that because Stephen A. Smith is going to look like a fucking alien
Hey, yo.
with a fully bald head,
Stephen A.
yo.
Smith. I think that niggas should like boycott his
Oh,
barber.
Stephen A. Smith is going to look like Charlie Villanueva if he cut his fucking
Hey
head
yo, if
off,
Stephen
yo.
A. Smith came to me to get a haircut, yo, I don't give a fuck how much he paid me, yo.
You got to throw the
Nigga, I'm
hands
not
of
shaping
Stephen A.
his front
Smith.
up, yo. Nigga, I'm not doing this.
Yo, why you not shaping the
nigga,
front up? Yo?
nigga, no, yo.
That right there.
Nigga, get a haircut, my
That's a
nigga.
lie.
Nigga, yeah, I'm gonna shape it up. I'm gonna shape it up. But I'm gonna let him know the whole time, like, hey, yo, you know, like, bald heads ain't that bad, right? He's gonna be like, this is blasphemous. The mitigated goal that this guy would tell me to get a haircut.
Yo, I thought yeah. Yo, it was a nigga at the barber shop like that, yo. Niggas will try to convince yo to just go ahead and cut it all off, yo.
Go ahead, yo.
Yo, finally did.
Yo, I got a couple customers. I'm like, please, bro.
Nigga, I got like 2 years for Cheatham start pressure being shit.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
Lou on
I
his
got
way,
like
yo.
2 years
Lou
for
on
Cheatham
his-
start
he is on his way.
pressuring me, yo.
He is on his way.
This nigga about to be like, yo,
I be having to put the chair lower and lower. I'm like, all right, I'm on the top now.
yo,
This
I'm
was
not happy right now.
Yo, I'm cool though, yo. Like I know in a couple of years I'm gonna have to let it go. I'm already like trying to decide to try and get my beard right, yo.
that's the major key.
Try to get my beard right, yo.
I feel sorry for niggas who can't go full beards.
I'm one of them niggas that will
Hey, yo.
definitely grow my beard all the way out. Just
nigga,
to
don't
cut
be
it off.
feeling sorry for me, nigga.
I'm sorry for me, nigga. I'm good, nigga.
You just can't grow a beard, bro.
Huh?
You just can't grow a beard, bro.
Hey, yo, I think the follicles in my face are just insubordinate for real. They just like, nah, nigga, fuck that shit. I think it's because I've been cutting hair my whole life. So when that shit just growing a little bit, I always used to cut it. And I think that shit just like, nigga, we not coming up there.
What am I wasting my time for?
Why am I here?
Like, nah, nigga. But that shit just don't grow. Just grow around my face. Like, it get little spots and shit, but they be like, nigga, I ain't about to keep these 14 hairs.
But another thing KD could do
Damn.
is go to the Nets.
Nuts.
The Nets. Because the Nets owner is a part owner of Alibaba.
KG,
And Alibaba is the Chinese Amazon.
KD
And they
want
won't
to
get
play
real
with his friends,
international
though.
with shit.
He want to play with friends. He
What
want,
friends?
he want camaraderie.
Who is his friend?
That's why he went there, because he was like, when he was at the Thunder and he was playing with them and they was like shaking hands and like dapping each other and had handshakes, and he was like, man, I want to do that.
Yo, the Nets be doing all of that shit. The Nets the only team in the league that be like
But he
jumping on the court.
He
and
don't
doing
know
that
them
shit.
niggas, and he don't even know if they're gonna accept him
Yo,
like that.
it's gonna be him and Kyrie. They've been talking already, and maybe they can get Kawhi, and it
They
could
is
be
great.
the
Fuck they
KKK
team
in Brooklyn.
They great. Fuck they team up.
Yo,
You bring all that to that team, they is great. Fuck they team up, and all them niggas that was looking real slick, they ain't even gonna
Nah,
look slick.
it's really gonna be the Knicks, yo. It's like it's really gonna be the Knicks because they're saying Kawhi thinking about the Knicks too. So it's gonna be like KD and Kawhi.
Kyrie on
and
that,
the
they
Knicks.
great. Fuck that team up.
Yo,
Thank you, LeBron.
why you think Kyrie is gonna fuck that team up?
I
Because I think he just fuck a team up.
Kyrie don't fuck no teams up, yo. I wish Kyrie would.
Hey, yo, he just so super nice, yo, and he good, yo. He nice to the motherfucker, yo. He just fuck a team up.
Make the LeBron decision, Kyrie.
No, he not.
Do what LeBron would do.
No,
He's
going
Kyrie.
Do what LeBron would do, Kyrie.
Oh no, Kyrie and like 30-year-old Melo was on the same team.
Nah,
That nigga's a fucking fight.
Nigga, you tripping. When I say do what LeBron to do, I'm talking about come back to Cleveland.
Oh no.
Him and Colin Sexton.
Him and Colin Sexton to fight.
Him and Colin Sexton wouldn't fight. Colin Sexton don't want to play point guard. Colin Sexton want to stand out there and shoot the three and catch the ball and be like, yo, I'm going to shoot this
That
bitch.
nigga be trying to dribble, though.
Huh?
That nigga be trying to dribble a lot.
Colin Sexton don't be dribbling a lot.
He be like, pat. He be doing a lot of that shit.
Yo.
He'll go to the bucket.
He'll go to the bucket.
Yeah.
That's the go. Like, Kyrie cool with that. You got to be going to the bucket, though.
Don't always think it's gonna work in Cleveland.
Yo.
Kyrie
going to work with anybody else that's a small guard. That's why they talk about putting him with D'Angelo Russell. It's because they know D'Angelo Russell is not a person that's going to be like, yo, I want to really be a real point guard. Like, they going to come down there.
You would put Kyrie, who not a real point guard, with a nigga like
half
that.
and half work, yo.
No, fuck no.
Yeah, dude, JJ Barea and what's the name? JJ Barea and Jason Kidd. It worked, yo.
No.
It worked, yo.
No.
Who said no?
It beat LeBron, nigga.
I was like young LeBron.
Nigga, it was LeBron.
No.
And Dwayne Wade. And Chris Bosh. And Shane Battier, I think. No, Shane Battier wasn't there that year.
They was gelling.
Yo. They was in the finals. They was gelling real good.
They had Joel Anthony.
Yo, they had Joel Anthony every time they won a championship.
But they had a little bit more than Joel Anthony the last couple times.
Joel Anthony and who else?
Hey, yo, you know what they was doing? They was doing something that Cleveland would never do. They was being relevant. They had LeBron at that time, which y'all didn't. So y'all couldn't have had LeBron because they had LeBron. And if you think about it,
What happened when we had LeBron? Ring, nigga, against the best team in the world.
now what happened when you don't got LeBron?
What happened when they don't got LeBron?
Now what
What happened when anybody ain't had LeBron in the East for the last 10 years? Everybody suffered the same fate. Not winning the ring, nigga. Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, but y'all didn't even get into the fight to get a ring without LeBron.
What's the point of fighting for some shit you're not gonna get when you get with players?
Damn.
Now the problem is that we got rid of the niggas. Yo, what that? Cheater. The problem is what we gonna do with them players, but it's who we pick, and we got rid of the bad picking motherfuckers.
So why the fuck do we keep on talking about Cleveland? Yo?
Because everything in it comes back to it. Because now we gotta go to somebody else that's about to make a Cleveland mistake.
Hey, yo, everything don't come back to Cleveland.
It do.
Everything don't
Who about
come
to
back
trade Anthony Davis?
As a matter of fact,
Who about to trade Anthony Davis?
nothing comes back to Cleveland, yo.
Go ahead, Joe.
But
Who
LeBron.
about to trade
And
Anthony
then
Davis?
he left.
How about to trade Anthony Davis?
I don't know.
David Griffin. So we make a dumbass mistake. I guarantee you that nigga don't end up with the Lakers. Because he gonna value trading you out and getting that story of having RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson over getting all the value that he can get from the fucking Lakers. Yo, he about to fuck it up again.
Hey,
That's
yo.
the nigga that drafted Anthony Bennett. He about to fuck it up again.
Hey, yo, all I know is everything don't come back to Cleveland.
Tie back.
Only thing come back to Cleveland is Bone Thugs and Harmony
Fat.
and MGK
Yeah, and yo murdered Eminem in the first round.
and Lanes.
And he murdered Eminem in the first round. What's up?
And lanes.
I mean, hey, yo, you know what? MGK definitely murdered Eminem in the first round before Cleveland make it anywhere without LeBron.
Yo, Cleveland been in the playoffs
Matter of fact,
before
y'all,
LeBron.
like,
We're gonna be in the playoffs after LeBron.
hey, yo, y'all ain't about to get no
Yeah.
slick free agents. Y'all gonna mess up the shit that y'all draft.
You crazy?
Yeah,
crazy.
because don't nobody want to come to Cleveland.
You crazy?
I don't even
People
know
go where they get paid, brother.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Nigga, if a nigga told you he gonna start paying you $1,000 a haircut,
All right, well,
on
Kevin
the
Durant.
block on East 99 in Eternal, nigga.
Kevin Durant.
If you getting $1,000 a haircut on East 99 in Eternal, you was booking a fucking train ticket tomorrow. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
I'm out there, but I'm broke.
Niggas
But look-
going where they get paid at, yo.
All right, well, how come y'all ain't trying to get Kevin Durant?
Why we ain't trying to get Kevin Durant?
Oh yeah, that, you know when a nigga reacts the question, you know. But why?
What makes you think we're not trying to get Kevin Durant?
What make you think that y'all would be in the race?
Do you not try?
Hey yo, I'm sure they
would make a call.
But you know what? I can bet they could beat everybody with the money.
But you don't got the team right now.
Yo, they could get rid of everybody. You don't have Kevin Durant. Please come out here. We're going to trade our whole team like the Saints doing back at that time. We're going to trade. I want whatever we got to do. We can do that. I bet you he still will.
No, you don't have the team at the time. That's the other thing. Like we have other than Colin Sexton and Kevin Love. All of our experienced players we trying to get the fuck rid of because they on bad LeBron contracts.
If LeBron wasn't from Ohio, y'all wouldn't have got that one.
You crazy. Eventually, it would have come. It would have came, yo. It's whatever.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I hear you. But then, see, the thing that's gonna always come around though, right? Is 10 years from now, LeBron gonna own a team. And then niggas gonna be coming in. And then what's up with that?
You think he gonna own Cleveland?
LeBron's definitely gonna own Cleveland. You wanna know why? It's gonna be the place where he can get the team the cheapest so that he can actually afford it and be the majority owner. He's gonna already have the deal because
why is Cleveland the cheapest place to get?
Cleveland technically isn't the cheapest team to get, but that's the cheapest team that LeBron will be able to get because of the value he already. And his David Griffin. I mean, not his David Griffin. What's the owner's name? The nigga I want to get rid of. The Daniel.
Hey yo, well, judging from how LeBron did when he came back to Cleveland, when he so-called made the team, how you say, then if that's the case, then remember all them niggas that he wanted there, he got the fuck rid of them after that. So if he about to own the team, I'm pretty sure they gonna still be sorry.
Nah, yo. LeBron gonna pick the talent, yo. Another person. Let's switch to this. You know he's all getting traded regardless.
Oh,
Lonzo Ball.
I don't want him.
You wouldn't?
It depends on what I got, but I don't want him. If I'm Cleveland, I want him.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't want him if you got Cleveland because you got Colin. Well, you know what? That might be ill. But no, if you, let's say Miami. You got Hassan Whiteside.
Hassan Whiteside kind of getting soft for real. Y'all got money.
You got and when they return from injury with his often injured ass, you got Dion Waiters giving. That nigga was playing damn near like an all-star until he got injured, Joe. Like another nigga we traded away because LeBron came home and was like, "Fuck these young niggas."
Man, Cleveland is just gonna find a way to lose because y'all Cleveland, and that's pretty much it.
So, Wiggins or Waiters?
Wiggins. I think Wiggins just gotta get. Somebody got like slap yo before the games or something like that.
Somebody got to slap him before.
Cause he tough, yo. He got a tough game. Like yo will put you on the hip, rise up over top you, touch that bitch and pow. Like yo will bunk on your ass. Yo play defense like every 15 possessions. He'll play real good defense. Like
What's the hops of Carl Anthony?
I don't know. I don't know, yo. At one point, I'd have definitely just said Carl Anthony Towns, but I don't know. That's a good one for him because they both pretty much do the same shit.
Kawhi, KD.
KD, give me Kawhi.
Kyrie or Kemba?
Give me Kemba.
Devin Booker or D'Angelo Russell?
Devin Booker because he not no snitch.
Ooh, my name is my name. Get another. I don't want to go too low in the talent pool, but Zach LaVine or Bledsoe.
Zach LaVine or Bledsoe. I don't know. I mean, give me Zach LaVine.
Nigga jump out the gym. He got everything.
I mean, he can hoop.
He J.R. Smith Jr., yo.
Nah, he can hoop. He can like take over a game. He might be an all-star.
He can take over a game. He got all the skills to do it. But sometimes the mental just don't come together with that shit. I feel like he one of them niggas, bro.
He's still young. What are you like, 25? With an 80-inch vertical?
With an 80-inch? Oh! What's Duncan nigga from Orlando name?
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon is Zach LaVine. Aaron Gordon
getting a lot better for real.
Oh, that's why I was gonna stop. Aaron Gordon or Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin can do a whole lot
for
more.
For the future or for now?
For right fucking now, Blake Griffin tough as a bitch.
Yeah.
Yo can do yo is so much better than I thought he'd ever be. Like, yo can put the ball on the ground. Yo be bringing the ball up court, make the good pass, post your ass up, give you a good move, fade away on your ass. At the end of the day, he'll still fucking jump over top of you.
You know what used to drive me fucking crazy is watching teams ignore Blake Griffin when he was at the Clippers. Like, I know it's a hard task that has to keep your eye on Chris Paul and then like watch them two flying ass niggas to see where everything is going. But they would like ignore Blake Griffin, and Blake Griffin would come out of nowhere and posterize your player. He don't do that too much no more. Like, Blake Griffin not jumping out the gym on nobody.
I mean, not quite so much no more. I don't think he can't. I think he just had them knee injuries. He like, man, I ain't trying to fuck with that shit no more. For real, that shit hurt.
Like, I'm glad he's not doing that anymore. But I don't think he got the point guard to do that right now.
I mean, I think it can hoop either way. He don't need the point guard. Yo makes plays. Yo does a whole lot of shit. I like him.
Imagine if he had the point guard.
Hey, yo, he is what the Dwight Howard was supposed to evolve into. Like, Dwight Howard's career is supposed to be something like what Blake Griffin just did. Like how he developed moves and he just expanded his game. Dwight Howard, he is still the exact same Dwight Howard that he was. He just slower than he was. And he's still a fucking freak athlete.
Yeah.
Like, yo never became nothing else but yo.
What's going to be going on in Washington this year? Like, I hear they talking about trading Bill. They talking about trading Wall.
I would get rid of all them niggas.
You would trade John Wall? God damn. Okay. Ooh.
I would just get rid. It ain't working. Get rid of all them niggas. Clean house, start over.
John Wall or
I'm probably gonna say John Wall, yo.
Nigga, John Wall or Damian Lillard?
Ooh. I don't know, yo. John Wall got clamps.
Yeah.
He straps, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna say, I don't know, yo, because Damian Lillard disappears sometimes, bro. He buckets when he buckets. Sometimes he kind of, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, for real? Because it was a couple times this playoffs. Like, I know he went nuts on Russ, but there was a couple times I was looking for yo in the playoffs. Like, where the fuck is Damian Lillard? Then CJ McCullough and looking like a fucking superhero out that bitch. But I don't know. I'm a
John Wall or
Russ. I ain't about to
pick nobody over Russ.
No, I'm not about to pick nobody over a nigga that's the guy triple doubles 3 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean, yo, Russ.
I think people like when Russ retired and we look back at it, we gonna be like, oh my God, we should have treated Joe different.
Yo, I already feel like Russ one of the best, yo. Like, I already treat Russ in a high regard, but at the same time,
yo, he really should be MVP every year. That's crazy. Averaging triple double.
Yeah, but at the same time, I do see some of the stuff that they do in order to get him there. But it's actually is actually a good basketball play though. Like I can't get mad at a team boxing out in order for their point guard, who's supposed to be the ball handler, to control the beginning of the play. Like that's good basketball, but they do it so well that it looks like they helping Russ stat chase. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit sound like basketball to me. I don't know. He be averaging the triple double, yo.
True.
That nigga had 20, and 20. But in the end of the event, or whatever I just said, this has been motherfucking Fade City Podcast with your boy Cheatham. Got bars.
Audio by Austin.
And Pastor Trey outside talking on the phone. For real, he'll be back.
Everything in with a whoop.
Everything in with a whoop. Everything in with a whoop.
Nigga got my mic, nigga. Gotta take care of the game.
And we were just ending. You just gotta say your name.
Trey.
Just Trey.
Just Trey.
Everything in with a whoop.